Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready now. Everything's set up. I see you, Julian. Mortius the Mad. He is late. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Hobbit and Hybrid, subject number 35. It's good to see you all. Welcome back to yet another session of me just reacting to Warhammer stuff. And I have to say, I'm enjoying it. I have to say, I'm enjoying learning about, just learning about Warhammer in general. It actually is quite fun to learn this stuff. But, greetings, brothers. Not just waking and baking. Ooh, what you baking? I hope it's a cake. You making some food. You making some food while we out here hungry? Well, I'm out here wanting a 10-piece combo. You just baking some food. You making some stuff. Okay, all right. But to get down to the nitty-gritty, today we're going to be reacting to If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Episode 1, Adorable Centurion. I don't know how many episodes this series has. I know it's... wow. This thing has been around for almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. Hold on, let me fix chat here on my phone so I can see. Begging myself, welcome back to the Deep Dark Grim, Grimdark of 40K. Made less horrible by some hilarious folks over at Alfabusa team, apparently. Okay, so, desktop audio is on, so we can get started promptly. This is a remake of the original episode 1. And here's if you want to see the original. And of course, this is the channel for you guys to all check out if you haven't already. But I'm pretty sure I'm the newbie here, so I am the one who gets to check all this out. So we will check out the first episode. Actually, you know what? Let's see. How many episodes are there? And is there a playlist? If there's a playlist... If there's a playlist, I want to get that all. If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device season. Okay, season 1. We got season 1. And there's a season 2. Okay. All right. Hold on real quick. Let's move some stuff around. No! No. Wrong. Did it? Oh, it put it out of... Wait a minute. Did it put it out of order? No, this is a season finale. Okay, so you know what? If there's like 10 episodes... If there's like 10 episodes, then I'm just gonna go by the videos that it has here on the side. Because I don't want to go out of order. But, let's go ahead and get started. Sorry to keep you waiting. I know. I'm talking a whole lot, but I just wanted to be sure. Let's begin. If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, Episode 1, Adorable Centurion. Hope everyone's been having a good week. It's officially November! Time flies.
I really do hope this works. Is everything prepared?
The text-to-speech device has been implemented, Custodian. It appears to be functioning properly. Unlike your feeble flesh.
Most excellent! Our glorious Emperor will be capable of conversing with his loyal subjects once more. And I shall be the first to speak with him. Oh, I could just take off my... No!
Oh, the chance to speak to the Emperor, to hear his voice for the first time. I could just take off my armor. No! Get a hold of yourself, man. Get a hold of yourself. I'm sure you've probably been told this. I have not. But the series does unfortunately have a cliffhanger ending that will likely never be concluded due to Games Workshop fan project policies. Oh. Wow, so it really does only have like 2 seasons. Because it can't go further because of Games Workshop. Oh, okay. Okay, alright, let's continue on.
Myself for millennia. No. Calm down. I restrained myself for millennia. I will not let this legendary moment be ruined.
Why on those debts you promised us?
Quiet, you.
You promised the Adeptus Mechanicus just some toasters? For them making a text-to-speech device that could allow you to hear the Emperor? And they accept this? This must be toasters that can also create dreadnoughts then. Because I don't know about you. I'm still a novice to the world of Warhammer. Yet I know enough about the Emperor of Mankind to think, you know, for the Adeptus Mechanicus to be compensated mere toasters, to give the Emperor a voice again, because, you know, he's been silent for I don't know how many millennia, you would think that perhaps they would be offered something better in compensation? Because they don't even look like they have mouths necessary to enjoy what toasters are used for. I'm just saying.
Well, my divine lord, we have managed to implement a text-to-speech device to your...
To them, it's a dark age of technology artifact. Don't show them a Keurig then. They're gonna lose their minds. Too Long Didn't Read, Games Workshop removed several fan projects and made it clear that they were not supportive of such projects. So Alfabusa and team ended the series and made it clear they likely wouldn't be back due to breach of trust between the creators and the fans. So Games Workshop, so it's really on Games Workshop that this is going on, and not because fans have done something bad, but because Games Workshop wants only their works to be something that they continue on and not a whole bunch of fan projects and stuff that goes that extra mile. Am I assuming correctly? Okay.
Well, my divine lord, we have managed to implement a text-to-speech device to your glorious golden throne. Please, Lord, speak to us.
About fucking time.
At last, our glorious lord can command us once again.
I have some...
Yeah, it's on them, that is correct. Okay, so it's Games Workshop being incredibly strict and stingy about people using their works for, like, projects and stuff. And thankfully, it appears that it's not the fans who have been breaching, you know, trust in Games Workshop. In Games Workshop, you know, okay, let me say this correctly. It's Games Workshop's fault that fans can't make fan projects as much like this anymore. And not because of the fans going overboard with the property, causing Games Workshop to make this decision. Okay, I understand. Anyways, I'll stop being depressed about that and you enjoy this. Alright, it's fine. Hey, it's fine. I'm learning. It's good that I learn both the good and bad of this series so I know what to avoid, who to praise, and who to chastise. And so, you know, I'm grateful for you telling me this because I don't like being oblivious to stuff. Ignorance may be bliss to some, but I would like to know. So that way I can, you know, give props to where props are needed instead of me just being, you know, blind to the stuff that's going on in front of my face, like how everyone in the world of Warhammer 40k was after the Emperor was, you know, stuck on his throne and turned into like this big thing where he's revered as a god, which is probably not something he wanted to be hailed as when he was still active, but, you know.
So many things to...
Our glorious lord command us once again.
I have so many things to complain about. First of all, why do I only have a fucking glass eye on one of my eyes? Is that really necessary? And what is with these ultra smirts that I keep hearing about?
Wait, are you referring to the Ultramarines? Oh my lord, they are some of your greatest warriors.
Well, that certainly fucking explains it. It seems like their baby blue heraldry have earned them a most righteous nickname. For that matter, I always thought they looked terrible. Do they still have that fucking toilet seat as their insignia?
Well, yes, they do, my lord. They keep it to honor their Primarch, Rogue Governor.
Oh, well, alright then. I always thought he was the greatest of my 20 Primarch sons.
Well, that's excellent, my
The
lord.
greatest little derivative pile of blueberry pudding pop fuckery that has ever glazed the surface of this shitty little galaxy.
Oh,
Is he still alive?
barely. He was almost killed. He's currently in status back in the Ultramarines' homeworld of a crowd.
Cut his life supports and tell that stupid fucking Smurf village to fuck right off. Their constant uninterrupted chatting is drilling into my skull as if they were the immensely sanctimonious love child of tinnitus and a jackhammer. The pain of a million ripped out nose hairs are but a tender massage compared to this inexpressible ultra torture.
All this time he's been quiet and all he's ever wanted to say is that you guys are trash. Stop calling for me. Leave me alone. Shut up. This is this is the Emperor. Y'all talk too much.
Well, I'll see what I can do. But at least we still have our mighty Grey Knights.
I never created anything called Grey Knights.
But, my lord, they are the greatest at purging demons in the Imperium. They're all psychers, and they come up with the most glorious ways of killing the enemies of man.
Why, at the few you.
Bring in the Dreadnoughts!
Oh, greetings, my glorious Emperor. It is an honor.
Oh myself, what the fucking fuck is that stupid ass thing?
It is the mighty Dreadnoughts!
That is the worst thing that I have ever fucking seen ever. If I still had eyes, I would require someone to deposit promethium-infused floor cleaner into them. What terrible, terrible person designed this?
The arcane technology of this marvelous machine was discovered by the Grey Knights and is held secretly from all inferior Astartes chapters.
We are Warhammer!
The exterior design is believed to be personally designed by the Grand Master of the Grey Knights.
Just a random yelling. It's just a random yelling. We are the hammer! Just like, I know you're excited, but calm down.
The exterior design, I believe, to be personally designed by the Grand Master of the Grey Knights himself, Caldor Dragon. He is the mightiest of the Grey Knights. He is currently stuck in the warp, killing demons daily, pillaging demonic villages, and vandalizing the Chaos God's property like some kind of glorious rascal. He has even written a name on a demon Primarch's heart.
For the love of all stop signs in the galaxy, cease and fucking desist. What in the fuck? That is actually very cute. Look at its little legs and oversized body. Adorable. Come to Papa you.
What? Wait, no, don't!
Yes. This is funny, Tomei.
Well, my lord, I do not know about you, but I feel this is the start of something absolutely glorious.
Shut your face, you fucking banana.
Yes, my lord.
The gods in your world order.
Not banana. Okay. All right. The dude gets a voice back, and he's just wondering, what have y'all been doing this whole time? Who are these Smurfs I've been hearing about? What's going on here? Can you imagine if he had Gilbert Gottfried's voice? Oh my god! What's with all of these Marines looking this way? Who told them to have big giant backpacks this entire time? Who calls them Smurfs? I didn't commission that name! Who gave you permission? What is that thing? Why is it here? Could you imagine if he had that voice? Okay, this was good. Let me see. Thanks to all past, current, and future viewers. My love for you is second only to the Emperor.
Fire and flame, we are.
I don't know if this song is copyrighted, so once we get to the end, I'll pause it and go to the next episode. Okay, so this was my first iteration to if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. Okay. Episode 2.
So, let me get this straight.
I mean, you can see in Space Marine 2, the Ultramarines screaming courage and honor for like every 2 seconds. Yeah. So just imagine the Emperor, who really hasn't been a part of anything going on save for his body basically holding back the war. But we don't know if the Emperor truly knows what's going on. Oh, just wait, there's a character with a Gilbert Gottfried voice later. What? Ain't no way! I was joking! There's someone who actually does that voice here? Okay. But imagine you're the Emperor and you consciously haven't been aware of anything that's been going on. You get a voice and you actually get to voice how you feel about stuff. And you're like, why are y'all doing all of this? Why are y'all so extra? And for over like thousands upon thousands of years, all of your soldiers and all of your followers have been crusading to rid the world of anything that is not human in the most brutal way possible. Okay, let's check out the next one. If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, episode 2, Religiosity.
It has been 10,000 years since my angsty asshole of a son Horos made me a paraplegic and put on this throne.
That is correct, my lord.
How the fuck did you all survive for 10,000 years without me around?
Well, my lord, the Imperium has safely preserved your teachings and followed it for all these years, always submitting to your superior will.
That's a relief. For a second I thought you guys would have turned into some giant megalomaniacal group of religious people running around killing each other in the name of some fictional deity, or something like that.
Oh no, of course not, my lord. We would never stoop so low. The only one we would ever worship is the one true god of all is you, of course. Everything else is heresy.
Are you fucking serious?
What is upsetting you?
See, this is what I'm talking about. He's all like, I would hate for you guys to turn into some incredibly overzealous religious soldiers that hail someone as a deity and fight in his name. Because I would hate to be the person that is affiliated with them. Oh, we wouldn't do that. The only one we would do that for is you, my lord. Ruler of all, and the god of mankind, and we slaughter millions upon trillions of alien species in your name. You what?
Almighty God Emperor of mankind?
I knew this would fucking happen.
Oh, my lord, you don't have to worry about anything. The Ecclesiarchy and the Imperial Inquisition both make sure that the people of the Imperium retain their faith in you and you alone by making sure that no one knows about the corrupting powers of chaos. And if they somehow figure it out, we'll just exterminate us the planet and it's all safe again.
The Ecclesiarchy? The Inquisition? Are you serious? Damn IT really well Okay. Remember the Age of Strife?
Aren't you referring to the Age of Apostasy, sir?
No. The Age of Strife. Let me tell you. It was when asshole Cygers first started appearing, and all of asshole mankind started fighting each other over asshole reasons. That is when I first emerged. I destroyed all asshole religions that existed on Terra. Do you want to know why?
Because you are the one true God, my lord.
Wrong. It is because religion is stupid, superstitious, brainwashing crap that makes you into an asshole. This is why I specifically said when designing the Imperial truth that equality, science, and galaxy conquests is the way to go, and religion needs to be thrown out a window.
But my lord, what about the Lectito Divinitatus? Telling us that you are our one true god.
That was written by my whiny bitch of a son Lurgar, who later decided to dress up in spikes, scarlet red armor, worship some dark gods, and be really fucking edgy. Stupid, rebellious teenage phases.
Ah, well, I see, my lord.
Now, where is my Centurion? Yes, this is true happiness. So what is this Age of Apostasy that you mentioned?
Well, how do I put this delicately?
10,000 years and the first time the Emperor moves is the facepalm. Because he wakes up to a world that is dumber than where he left it. That's gotta be horrible. That's gotta be absolutely horrible to just wake up after 10 millennia to find that the very people that you were fighting to save have basically devolved into this overly religious faction of humans that revere you as a god, which was not what you wanted to do in the first place. That's what I was saying at the beginning. In canon, none of the Custodes see the Emperor as god. They see him as a bro. See, that's far more understandable. They don't see him as like this godlike figure who can do anything. Merely you surviving a battle is the Emperor's will. But the Custodes are all like, you know what? Nah, he cool peoples. Hey, what's up, man? Give me some dap. What's good, Emperor bro? What's going on? We getting the 10-piece later, right? We going over the cookout to get ourselves like a fully loaded chili cheese fries, right? But you know, I mean, the thing that would be true for most of us in this place, everything the Emperor hated. Yeah, every Space Marine, the literal existence of the Space Marines right now, as the Emperor continues to slumber, they're all behaving the exact same way the Emperor absolutely fought to get rid of on Earth. The existence of the Space Marines is literally what the Emperor tried to get rid of. That's crazy. In lore, Custodes, as cool as they are and as powerful as they are also massive. Oh, they are massive tools as well. Okay. I'm glad you decided to do text-to-speech and not Primarchs. I felt like Primarchs might have been a little bit short, and because there's quite a few people that can tell me all about Primarchs, and I can look up Primarchs and stuff like that, I feel like text-to-speech would be far more entertaining for all of us. That's just how I feel. But onwards to episode 3!
Really?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, wait. Episode 3, The Age of Apostasy.
This happened.
On behalf of all mankind, I'm really sorry, my lord. I truly am really sorry.
Let one of those nutty cults gain a hold of mankind and grow to become a state religion of the Imperium, becoming this fucking ecclesiarchy.
I don't know if it's just me, but the way he said, like, a state religion, just the slow way he said that, I don't know, the comedic timing up in here, it just felt right.
Sorry.
Let one of those nutty cults gain a hold of mankind and grow to become a state religion of the Imperium, becoming this fucking ecclesiarchy thing. And then people start to cut their own fucking screen out, waving it around and throwing it at people, all in a pool of their own jizz and blood, to profess their love for me.
I'm really sorry.
And then you let some power-hungry motherfucking bureaucrat become the master of both the administratum and that overly dominant ecclesiarchy rock shit, effectively controlling all our hot, leathery assassins from the Officio Assassinorum and all asshole psychers in the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. Oh, and our flashlight guys as well.
But...
And then, this balls-to-the-walls paramount of imperial incompetence that has become your leader starts to kill and torture anyone and everyone he feels like because it makes his bureaucrat balls tingle with delight, initiating a massive, totally pointless purge of all mankind. And in addition, he did all this with the most evil fucking name I've ever heard. Goat Van Dyer. Seriously, how could you ever trust a guy with that name? G-O-G-E Van Dyer. That name is just screaming I'm gonna take your eyes sockets and put my penis into them. I mean, fuck.
Look, my lord. The events of the Age of Apostasy is all a great shame upon the Imperium, but he was brought to justice in the end.
Yo, Nico, it's good to see you. You've fallen down the rabbit hole again. Biggie spitting facts and he's right. Everything the Emperor... this is funny. This is funny. This is how I see the Emperor now, but this is how I see the Emperor now. In the games. Rise, son of Gilliman. But I'm just thinking like, boy, if you don't get up and stop playing, I'm not sitting here on this throne to just watch you be weak. Just keep fighting. Just keep fighting.
Why, I was even there when it happened. Several Astartes chapter masters and the Mechanicus Fabricator General came around and told us what Van Dyer had been up to all this time. And then we helped out by conveying the truth of the matter to the leader of Van Dyer's bodyguards, the bride to the Emperor, by directing her straight to you. Why, I remember it all like it was yesterday.
Oh, the sacred God Emperor himself, upon the golden throne of Terra. He is so beautiful. I've never seen anything as graceful and bewitching in all my life.
I know, right? And we get to clean his entire body several times a week.
I'm so unfathomably jealous I could burn you all right now. But I won't, so don't worry. But still...
Right. Anyway, as you can see, Van Dyer's not the one you're supposed to be looking up to. He doesn't do anything but deceive to gain more power. He is a madman, and his reign of blood must be stopped. Hey, are you even listening?
Huh? I'm sorry, I spaced out. The Emperor has some quite divine-looking abs.
Actually, those are just bones jutting out. But anyway, I know you have served Van Dyer for a long time, but his megalo...
Avoid her. Avoid her. Completely. Avoid her. She's giving me some strong Albedo vibes. And the Emperor is Ainzul Gon.
maniacal ways must come to an end.
Oh. Okay. You have committed the ultimate heresy. Not only have you turned your back on the Emperor and stepped from his light, you have profaned his name and almost destroyed everything he has striven to.
Alas, I can't stay. Need to get some revenge for my loss last week. Is this a game? Is this on a game? I am still amused that the Sisters of Battle were formed because Van Dyer had tech they thought was the Emperor's magic. All you really have to say is just give the Marines something, or give someone of the Imperium something that looks beyond their comprehension. Say it's from the Emperor, and then all of a sudden you're kind of set for life.
To build, you have perverted and twisted the path he has laid for mankind to tread. As your own decrees have stated, there can be no mercy for such a criminal. I renounce your lordship. You walk in the darkness and cannot be allowed to live. Your sentence has been long overdue, and now it is time for you to die.
I don't have time to die. I'm too busy.
Right. I think
I don't have time to die. I'm too busy. That is the death can have me when it earns me 9 years ahead of Ragnarok. I don't have time to die. I'm too busy. Why did that was just, you know what, I gotta go back. I gotta listen to that again.
Be allowed to live. Your sentence has been long overdue, and now it is time for you to die.
I don't have time to die. I'm too busy.
I think I remember that too. Some girl came in here and stared at me with depraved, flustered eyes. If I had the proper bodily components left, I would probably have gotten a fairly insecure boner.
That's the Adeptus Auritus for you.
You haven't made female space marines, have you?
Huh? Oh.
Hold on, let me see. At least the lion kills G-Man. Oh, tabletop. Your DA lost to the Smurfs last week. Oh, okay. I can see why you need revenge. His I don't have time to die line is canon. Those are his last words. His last words before he dies is I don't have time to die. For your info, Van Dyer went to an order of female warrior nuns called the Brides of the Emperor and claimed he was the voice of the Emperor and told them to shoot him, and the Emperor would protect him. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Hold on, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Van Dyer went up to the brides of the Emperor and claimed he was the voice of the Emperor, and he told them to shoot him and that the Emperor would protect him. And they killed him. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me see. You don't understand. That guy is a lunatic. Van Dyer had a device called a Rosarius, which is a personal shield which absorbed the bride's fire with a blinding light. They swore to serve him as his bodyguard, and after his death became the sisters. Ah, okay, sisters of battle, I mean. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. And those 6 bodyguards became the original 6 saints of Adeptus Sororitas. Okay. That's funny. That is funny to me.
You haven't made female space marines, have you?
Huh? Oh, no, that isn't even possible. Only lewd and deviant artists of pen and parchment ever come up with something like that. Even then, if we do catch one of them in the middle of the process, we end up throwing them into the firing squad.
Good. The Adeptus Astartes can only contain males. No girls allowed. They are yucky.
Whatever you say, my lord.
So, what's up with this Inquisition thing?
Oh boy.
The Emperor is a proud member of He-Man Woman Haters. Spanky is his right-hand man, along with Alfalfa being his left hand. I'm sorry, that was funny to me. I don't have time to die. I'm too busy. Immediately dies. That was actually funny. That was funny. That was really funny. Okay, next one.
Actually...
Episode 4, The Inquisition. No one suspects the Imperium Inquisition.
I think I have to go now.
Stop. You're telling me about this
Hold on, let me see. Let me read what you guys are saying. You Warhammer experts out there, thank you for being patient with me as I learn. Let's see. This is the reason the Sisters of Battle exist. After this, the church wasn't allowed to have men under. So they made under them. So they made an army of women. Let's see. Yeah, politics. Yeah, that's true as well. Not quite hater. It's just a female space marine didn't sell well. Gotcha.
Inquisition thing.
Oh, hold it. Wow. I think that's your regular everyday meal of 1,000 sacrifice souls being prepared. Better go and check on it.
What was that?
Nothing, my lord. Nothing at all. I'll just go now. What the...
You are not going anywhere until you tell me about the Inquisition.
How did you do that?
Have you forgotten? I'm the fucking Emperor. I sit around and randomly shit out warp storms daily because I have nothing better to do. Now, tell me.
The sheer gall to think that you can just walk away from the Emperor. You know, the most powerful psyker in existence. To just walk away from the Emperor as if he gonna let you go. The one individual in all of Warhammer that is holding back the warp and allowing the use of warp space travel for pretty much the entirety of the Imperium. And you think you just gonna walk out of the room from this guy? Lapse in judgments from this Custodes.
I think I shat out at least 5 warp storms during that presentation. Really, what the fuck have you all become? Labor camps and sterilizations? Murder millions over bare superstition? Excommunication of actually loyal Astartes? Have thousands of imperial planets and its valuable assets destroyed because some bypassed with barbed wire and accidentally summoned a demon or two. Be painfully hypocritical and use Xenos and demonic weaponry in aid in order to carry across my will? Use techno-monkeys?
But, my lords, the Inquisition's works has saved mankind on numerous occasions. Like during the High Fleet Leviathan crisis, where the Inquisitor known as Cryptman stepped forward. The Tyranids, which he had previously named them, had managed to outmaneuver the Imperium, but thanks to Cryptman, their threat was abolished. He had managed to have a Magos concoct a poison against the Tyranids, which they then managed to defeat them entirely with.
Am I gonna have to start writing a list over things I don't know what the fuck you are talking about because what in the balls are a Tyranid?
Right. It's kind of nasty. But still, it was quite heroic of him.
And how much did this threat cost to abolish?
Well, let's just say he didn't have the luxury to count the cost. Anyway, there was also one time during the First War of Armageddon where the Grey Knights helped the Space Wolves fight off a demon Primarch. Please don't get oversensitive about the Primarch thing. I really don't need more of this.
Now you are bringing up those fucking Grey Knights again, with that stupid-ass baby carrier Dread Knight thing. My inexistent eyes are still sore from seeing that abomination.
Yes, but truly the Space Wolves received great aid from the Grey Knights in their battle.
And then what?
What do you mean?
What happened after the battle had ended?
Well... The Space Wolves kind of wanted to save the survivors of the war, but the Inquisition sort of wanted to put them into labor camps and to sterilize them and have them die off, which the... Space Wolves didn't really like that much, so, Well, there was a Cold War, and the Grey Knights betrayed the Space Wolves, and some shit happened, but that isn't important. Because, well, one time the Grey Knights stopped a bloodthirst using an ancient, very dangerous technology known as the Blood Tide from destroying a world, and it was truly glorious.
And then what?
Oh shit, they killed a massive amount of innocent sisters of battle and adorned their armor in their blood, but...
Just fucking stop. This organization, however it came to fucking be, is obviously pure, concentrated, whole-brain stupidity, and whoever came up with the...
Pure whole grain concentrated stupidity. I'm gonna need to use that one day. Pure whole grain concentrated stupidity. I have never heard those words said in such a way before. Pure stupidity, yes, but not pure, concentrated, whole grain stupidity. I love that line. I love that.
It's obviously pure, concentrated, whole-brain stupidity, and whoever came up with the idea to create it in the first place is obviously a fucking idiot. They walk around and do whatever they fucking feel like while laughing really snarky at the plebeian communities they see before them, all while having themselves and all their troops ornate in loads of fucking shiny shit and skulls to look so emperor worshipping when really they are just creeps in trench coats, and that is all they will ever be. Now, ready yourself, send this message to the scribes. I want it sent to every corner of the fucking galaxy. I, the Emperor of Mankind, hereby make my official decree that all organizations contained within the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum shall be disbanded and removed from existence. All who work for either organization shall return to their sector of birth and work there as a regular citizen once more. All who refuse shall be branded renegades until they have given up their futile strive to conquer the galaxy in the name of their dogmatic religion. Signed, the Emperor of Mankind.
Yes! I shall go ahead and do that immediately, my lord. I'll be back when I'm finished.
This is all fucking nuts. Seriously, how could an organization like this spring into Exista?
Real quick, the Cold War was solved by the intervention of Bjorn the Fell-Handed, if I remember right. A Marine so old, so freaking old, a dreadnought that he actually fought alongside the Big Emperor in the Great Crusade. Sterilization is one thing. To assassinate a chapter master of a Space Marine chapter is heresy in and of itself. Yep!
Wait a moment, I remember something. Shitfuck, this can't be for real. Malcador.
Malcador.
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karras.
What is it? Do not waste my time. I'm very busy initiating exterminatus on this mining world. You're not giving me the shiny shit we need. Seriously, we can't have our soldiers walking around without the bling.
A very important message has been sent to you directly from Holy Terra itself.
What is it about?
Here, read it.
What? This is heresy!
Hold up, you mean to tell me that he gets the letter sent from the word with the words of the Emperor, sees it, and then says, "This is heresy"? Oh, the next episode's gonna be good. Oh, the next episode's gonna be good then. Some of these early episodes have some hard to hear dialogue. I felt the same way when I was listening to it, and I felt like there was a lot of reverb. There felt like there was a lot of reverb in that last section with the Inquisitors. I wonder, does it have like Let me put subtitles on. See if that'll bring it back. So you can understand it better.
Inquisitor Fyodor Karras.
What is
Yes! There we go. Subtitles for the win. I mean, the Emperor can't speak. We all know that. I know, which is gonna make the next episode all the more interesting.
Do not waste my time. I'm very busy initiating exterminatus on this mining world. You're not giving me the shiny shit we need. Seriously, we can't have our soldiers walking around without the bling.
A very important message has been sent to you directly from Holy Terra itself.
What is it about?
Here, read it.
What? This is heresy!
And that is the end of episode 4. Also, has anyone heard anything about Dark Tide coming to PS5? I know it just became November. Today's the first day of November and all, but I would very much like to hear something about Dark Tide hitting PS5 at some point. I would very much like to hear some more about that, but onwards to episode 5, Malcador the Hero.
My lord, the deed has been done. And it took a fuckload of time. At least 3,000 scribes died, and I somehow managed to get a headache in the process. But the message has been sent to all inquisitorial and ecclesiarchal organizations in the galaxy. My lord? Hello? Are you awake?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep the subtitles on.
My lord, I have completed the mission you entrusted me.
The subtitles were valid. The subtitles suggestion was valid because I hear a lot of feedback and reverb with words buried underneath. Valid decision.
I have traveled the galaxy and followed these 12 individuals of character, skill, and determination. Please, if you will oversee them, I will be ready to make my sacrifice.
You have done well, my faithful servant. I trusted you to find me the most inquisitive and trustworthy this galaxy has to offer, and you succeeded. I approve of your selection, Malcador.
Oh. I could tell that there's no pop filter right in front of that microphone, because this is what, when you sound like I approve, like when you're saying your P's and letters that causes like a short burst of air directly into a mic without a filter on it, you can really get that poof poof. But if you have a pop filter, then you can get those sounds out without you getting more air than you need to. So I can definitely tell that one was not used for this specific line.
Thank you, my lord. These individuals will lay the foundation for the eternal watchmen of the Imperium. And we're rooting out heresy and keeping mankind away from the abyss that is chaos. Now that my final duty has come to an end, I shall make my final sacrifice for you, my Emperor.
Behold the greatest sacrifice of our age. Malcador the Sigilate is no more. Henceforth he shall always and only ever be Malcador the hero.
My lord, you're awake?
Of course I am, you Custodes. Can't you see when people are having dramatic flashbacks?
Oh, I'm really sorry, my lord. Anyway, the deed has been done. The message has been conveyed.
Good. How they dare shit upon a sacrifice that my most loyal servant ever made by turning the organization he laid the foundation for into an elitist shitfest is inexcusable.
Malcador the goat. So, who is Malcador? Who is Malcador?
Excuse me, my lord. I don't think I follow.
Malcador, the hero, previously known as Malcador the Sigilate. He was my bro for life, and the first High Lord of Terra. He was the one who ruled and spread the word of the Imperium in my stead while I was tinkering with his throne. If it weren't for that disappointment of a son Magnus the Bookworm, who just had to fall to the temptations of chaos, and sent a brain-shattering psychic phone call to me with his powers, the barriers that protected my greatest project, the webway of mankind, wouldn't have been ruined, and Malcador wouldn't have had to make his sacrifice.
Oh. So, everything is Magnus's fault?
Definitely. If I could, I'd brutally spank Magnus until his ass would turn so red that his face would look pale in comparison.
Ah, I see.
Come to think of it, is Magnus still alive?
Last time I heard he's a demon prince now, residing in the Eye of Terror on the planet of the sorcerers.
Sounds really fucking nerdy, just like him. Later, I want you to send those Ultramarine Smurfs there and try to get a hold of Magnus and then bring them here to me. If they fail, they'll at least not be so fucking snobby anymore, and if they succeed, I'll get to spank Magnus so it's all good.
Very well, my lord. I'll remember to tell someone that.
Real quick, Emperor's best bro, the Emperor's best bro for life. He sat on the golden throne and held back chaos while the Emperor fought Horus and burned up doing it. Oh. Third most powerful psyker in galaxy outside of Big E and Magnus the Nerd. Magnus doomed us all. Oh joy! Oh joy!
Now, I wonder how the disbanding of all those shitty cult organizations is going.
There is no doubt about it, fellow Inquisitors. Whoever sent this message is a heretic. There is a heretic on Terra, pretending to be the only God Emperor of mankind.
This must be the work of demons.
A cult. It must be a cult.
Yes, a gene stealer cult.
We cannot let this heretic keep doing what he is doing.
We can't exterminate this Holy Terra way.
I don't think so. That would be kind of counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive? What the fuck does that mean?
We cannot perform exterminatis of Holy Terra yet. But what we can do is send an inquisitorial representative there as one of the High Lords of Terra, and then argue with the rest of the High Lords until they allow us to perform a thorough search and purge of our planet.
Oh, that sounds real good.
It shall be like an annual exterminatus, with more door-kicking and burning buildings.
Maybe we can check if Terra is a tool world while we're at it.
Now, my brothers and sisters, radical or Puritan, the only thing you need to do is vote for me as your inquisitorial representative. I will travel with my feet to Terra, find the culprit who's behind these messages, and kill him for the Emperor.
The one who sent the message is the Emperor, you idiot! Good luck trying to kill him, though. You'll see why in later episodes. Oh, okay. Okay. So that was episode 5. Onwards to episode 6.
Greetings, honorable battle brother. Did you hear the news? Indeed I did, honorable battle brother. We have received a mission from Holy Terra itself. That is right, honorable battle brother. It is our time once again to prove ourselves as Ultramarines. And with pride and honor, we shall succeed, and we will never fail our sacred duties. After all, the greatest of them all are the Ultramarines.
Soon enough I should stop hearing their constant fucking chanting in my head. I've been hearing it for so long that I'm starting to feel like I have warp traveled on a fucking bicycle.
I'm still not certain about this idea, my lord.
Are you defying me?
No, absolutely not. I was just thinking, since the Ultramarines are one of the greatest forces in the galaxy, are you 100% certain that sending them to their imminent doom on the planet of the Sorceress is a good idea?
Look, my child. I know you are fucking stupid, but I am your father, and you should never argue against your father, because he always knows best. Isn't that right?
Of course!
That's a good Custodes. Your intelligence is growing remarkably fast, just like your father's.
Oh, well, thank you. Dad.
No problem, son.
A tender moment?
Prepare your cleansing equipment. My eye lobes are itching like they are infected by a fucking Death Eater virus. Also, bring my Centurion.
Right away!
What was this father-son from the 90s moment?
Hey, Lords of Terra, we are gathered here today to discuss the most pressing matter, the survival of the Imperium of Man, such that we have never seen before. Should we outlaw the use of laxatives to everyone but us? Because my poo has been really hard and dusty lately.
I'm wondering who asked? Why are you bringing this to the meeting? This is a round-table discussion for important matters. This does not count at all!
I am the law, and I think that not only should we outlaw laxatives, we should also get a new...
just the way his head tilted back. I know, and I not only think we should outlaw laxatives,
Should we outlaw laxatives, we should also get a new shipment of fruit cakes, because that really helps out with how your bowels dents out poo.
They're all old people, and they're all gonna continue to talk about this. They're all old, and I gotta deal with this now. I gotta deal with listening to this. Okay.
I disagree. I can't.
Kyushu, the High Lords. The High Lords, Kyushu. Oh, they are the High Lords. Okay, I see your comments now. Sorry about that. I wasn't really paying attention to them. These are the High Lords of Terra. Joy.
Rose needs to pull the several
places to command those living flashlights of mine. And the workers in the t-shirt factory's gotta do that too. Can I my guys go into battle with their fucking skillets, can I?
I think that this is a dumb discussion for you biological types that are going to get your rectum lobes replaced with server skulls.
Alright, seriously, it isn't funny anymore. First, you make fun of my ass.
Yo, Hobbit with the super chat, with the $2 super chat. Let me go ahead and heart that. Thank you. The High Lords have some poor discussions. Okay, yeah, okay.
On a daily basis, and now you send this emperor-damned message throughout the entire Imperium. Why?
Can you quiet down, Sourhead? I can't hear you.
We didn't send anything, I think, did we?
I don't know. Who am I again? I forgot.
Well, if you didn't send the message, who did? Someone is obviously being very mean.
Oh, stop your whining, Decius. Can't you see that we're having a very important discussion about food here?
And we're going to continue having this discussion until we come to a meaningful conclusion. Wouldn't you say there, Clem? Yes, I feel like this is a discussion worth having for the next several hours. And I think that we should discuss the food properties in order for our bowels to properly move it the way that they're supposed to. And I feel like I need to go to the bathroom. And like this is the conversation that they're having.
This must be the 20,000th time you've had that discussion.
2,374.
That is 2,373 times too many.
Time to be exact.
Back in my day, people didn't count with numbers. Instead, we used good old-fashioned coaches to count.
Well, perhaps we should outlaw counting again?
Oh, yeah.
Again? What do you mean outlaw counting again? How do y'all count? You can't say you count using corpses because the just mere concept of outlawing counting means that y'all ain't counting jack. What do you mean again? For what purpose?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the Ecclesiarchal Palace and figure out which one of you pruneheads ordered this message to be sent around. The Ecclesiarchy is not disbanding, and that's that.
My lords, the Inquisitorial representative has arrived.
The Inquisitorial representative? I hate that person.
Ah, the Inquisition? Very well. What name does he go by?
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamazov, sir.
What? Karamazov?
Uh-oh.
I feel thoroughly refreshed now. Chain halberds truly do wonders.
My lord, I've been thinking a little. When Magnus tried to contact you, what did he try to tell you?
Are you siding with chaos now?
No, my lord. I'm just pondering it. But I'm thinking, let's say that Magnus was actually trying to warn you about Horus's fall.
Okay.
If that was the case, then Magnus wouldn't have had to send his message to you if Horus hadn't fallen.
Yes.
And Horus wouldn't have fallen if the chaplain Erebus wouldn't have tempted him to join Chaos.
Right.
And Erebus wouldn't have kept turning Primarchs to the ways of Chaos unless he hadn't tempted Lorgar over to his side together with the Wordbearer's first company captain, Cor Pharaoh.
Correct.
So by that logic, wouldn't this all actually be Erebus and Cor Pharaoh's fault?
Now you are just talking out of your ass. As I said earlier, everything is Magnus's fault.
Of course, my lord, you're right. I'm sorry.
By the way, while you were sending that message to the Alpha Marines, did you also tell them to cut Rilliman's life support?
I'm sorry, my lord. I kind of forgot about that.
Do that later, then you should boot. Speaking of which, I need you to explain something to me.
What is it, my lord?
Why are you the only one ever visiting me?
That's a valid question. Why is Homeboy the only one who ever sees the Emperor? Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Episode 7, Fabulous Custodes.
I mean, ever since I got this text-to-speech device, I've not seen anyone but my Centurion, some tech priests, that awful fucking Dread Knight thing, and you. Where are the rest of the Custodes? Did they all die off or something? Are you the only one left?
After we witnessed you at the brink of death, your body being sat upon the Golden Throne, all Custodes went into a collective depression.
Yo, Erwindo! Hi everyone, hope I weren't too late. Erwindo, don't ever feel like you're showing up to a stream late. You show up when you are able. None of you are constrained to be here on time or late. Y'all show up when y'all want to. Don't ever feel like you gotta apologize for being late, because life happens. You do what you gotta do. What I'm doing is not as important.
We all decided to stop fighting outside the planet's borders. We've never left this palace since, always guarding your sacred vessel.
What a bunch of pussies you are. I can manage myself, you know. I'm not a regular ass fucking corpse.
Oh, of course not, my lord.
Also, that still doesn't answer my question. Where are the rest of the Custodes?
The rest are currently guarding the palace, my lord.
Well, in that case, tell them to go out and be useful instead. I didn't give them the best war gear in the Imperium for nothing.
Yeah, about that, my lord. Most of us Custodes have not only sworn an oath to never leave Terra and your presence after the Horus heresy, but have also redefined the use of our war gear and armor to show that we are mourning your loss. It's quite hard to explain, but,
Bring in some of the Custodes here. Some of my companions, to be exact. Do it now.
Are you sure?
Do it now.
Very well, just a moment, my lord.
I momentarily saw his face through that.
Well, here they are, my lord. Some of your other companions.
Man. Why do they look like Pillar Man? No.
Sorry.
Holy shit. What in the name of Terra on fucking roller skates is this?
Yo, Kitty, what's going on? Correct reaction.
My glorious overlord, the Emperor of Mankind, I am honored to be in your presence once more.
It has truly been too long, my lord. My oiled abs quiver at your voice.
So this is how you mourn the death of me, huh?
All canon, by the way?
This was not my
You. We don't see you much around anymore, brother. What was your name again?
My name is...
Didn't we used to call him Little Kitten before he was elected as the Emperor's own personal caretaker? Oh my. I remember that little bottom anywhere.
I remember now. Little Kitten, the elected one, hurrying his way so far into our ranks. You weren't ever useful for anything more but sweet talk, were you? Speaking of which, my glorious overlord.
This shit is so surreal. Am I on drugs?
Kitten over here has been...
That is the correct reaction from the Emperor! Hey, no, wait, is this real? Am I high? Am I on drugs? What did y'all do to me? What is going on? This can't be real. Now you're a Warhammer fan for real? You've seen one of the biggest memes of the community.
Caretaker for such a long time. Would you perhaps be interested if any one of your other companions were to take over as the caretaker? I do remember quite fondly that I was your favorite warrior during the Battle of Gyrostravian.
The only thing I remember about that battle is that Malcador, Mordarian, and fucking Horse were being dominated by stupid orcs. When their defeat was imminent, I came along and saved the fucking day with my massive army of golden people, killing 100,000 orcs at the cost of 3 of our own.
I was in that battle as well, my lord. If you remember when you climbed on the enemy warhorse's cargan, you stepped on my head in order to get to the top. Truly, I am deserving of the position as your caretaker.
I'm still not even sure why you guys are half naked. Why would I suddenly want to change my personal complaint manager? I mean, what do you even do? Stand around and fap in the palace?
No Thursdays.
We are here to guard your holy body, my lord. Not one scratch shall reach you while we stand guard.
No scratches, huh? Try a fucking warp-induced nuke right to the face, see what happens. You are the strongest fucking warriors that exist in the Imperium. What in the fuck are you guys doing undressed inside the Imperial Palace, literally doing fuck all? When was the last time any one of you killed anything?
I understand why this is called Fabulous Custodes. I understand now. I'm glad we aren't streaming this on a Thursday. I am so glad I waited until Friday. I had no idea that line was gonna pop up. That would have been so ironic watching this particular episode on a Thursday due to that one line. I'm so glad we're watching it on a Friday!
I killed a fly the other day.
You have the best arsenal ever put together at your disposal, and you do not use it. You should be fucking ashamed, you shit nuggets. Now, I want you 3 fuckers to get dressed, get at least 100 other Custodes ready, start up your ships, and go do something for the Imperium. The rest of my 300 companions can stay within the Imperial Palace for now.
Very well, my lord.
It shall be done. We will be back with spoils of our victory shortly, my glorious overlord.
What a commanding presence. What I wouldn't give to play some blood games with him.
So,
they literally just... I'm gonna assume that they literally just go everywhere with their own personal Pillar Man theme playing behind them like the Ginyu Force. They are literally giving me Ginyu Force vibes, but also Pillarman vibes. That's silly to me. Random lore drop. Did you know the Imperium xenocide this alien race and turn them into skincare? Are they doing that to Tyranids? Just turning it into what is it? Laurel? Is it called Laurel? I don't know what skincare is called other than like what's one that I got? Just like regular actually I can only think of like Vaseline, but I can't really think of any other types of skincare. I am drawing a blank. I don't interact with it all that much, so I don't know like a whole bunch of them. Is Dove a skincare? I think there is if you get like the soap. And I think there's like body wash and stuff, but neither here nor there. They're actually turning stuff into, good assumption, L'Oreal, made from the freshest Hormigaunt. Okay, so it is called L'Oreal. Okay, so that little repressed memory in the back literally went that way. Yeah, listen to Kitty. If you need sleep, sleep. We tell this to everybody, both everybody on stream and in the Discord as well. Your health is incredibly important. So they just out here making skincare out of the things they kill? Are they not worried about rashes? Allergic reactions?
Should I follow them?
No.
So, should I follow them?
No, you are staying here. I still need someone to tell me stupid shit I can complain about.
Oh, you.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, tell me.
Dude, I had to get hand lotion the other day. I couldn't believe how many brands were on the shelf. Look, What is one classic cocoa butter type of lotion? I think I got some on my shelf over here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. This one called... Hold on. This one called Nivea. I can't for the life of me think of any other type... Hold on, I got some lotion on my hands. Got to stay moisturized. Brothers got to stay moisturized. But I really, for the life of me, can't think of any other type of, like, skincare stuff out there. More like every part of that alien race keeps the humans looking young like forever. Oh, so they've already achieved what mankind here is trying to achieve with, like, if you put this stuff on your face, it will permanently get rid of all of your wrinkles, make you look 10 years younger. You just need to apply it to your face until your skin becomes addicted, and then you have to keep buying it in order to keep your appearance up. Versus the Imperium was all like, douse yourself in some orc blood. At least, like, once a month, you straight. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Your skin will be moist. You ain't got to shower. It locks out all dirt, keeps your pores clean, moisturizes your face, exfoliates your follicles, it straightens your hair, it renews your roots. That's actually funny to me. I will soon have a big game tomorrow that I don't want to fall asleep during, but be sure to get some rest. You can't be at the top of your game if your sleep is bad. So I'm just saying, but please, everyone, make sure y'all get rest when y'all need it.
Tell me what... Shut the fuck up. Anyway, tell me what Tyranids are.
Well, you're not gonna like this.
Am I the only one that finds the Seinfeld theme, like the whole theme, just weird sounding? After realizing that it's not a single person playing that, it's not someone actually playing a bass, it's literally just a keyboard with those sounds, and then it's a bang 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 bang. It's just literally someone playing on a keyboard. Dude, I took my mom to beauty a long while ago. I have never seen so many face skincare products. Never watched Seinfeld. I've seen clips, but I've never watched the show itself. I have never watched the show. I'm not drawn to it in any way. Except for the random crazy moments of George Costanza, and that's it. I'm not interested in Jerry. Is that wrong to say that Jerry is the least interesting person in the whole show? I'd rather see stuff about Kramer or George. Am I wrong for saying that? Am I weird for saying that? The Emperor needs his warriors to be well rested. Yes! Everyone must be well rested. But that's the end of episode 8. Episode 7. Onwards to episode 8. Ah, someone's reacting to text-to-speech. Who's that handsome person that you should all be subscribing to?
I suppose it's time to go do something completely inexplicable.
Also, episode 8, Tyranids!
Again.
You're not wrong. Look, I've never watched the show, and I got nothing against Jerry Seinfeld, but whenever I see clips of the show, everyone but Jerry tends to be a lot more interesting to look at. Even Newman, Kramer, George, everyone else other than Jerry seems to be a lot more interesting, and Jerry's supposed to be the main character. The show is literally his last name. But I don't know. It's just me. Also, anyone remember when Ellen DeGeneres had a TV show as well? Like in the early 90s? Am I the only one who grew up in that era who would see it on TV sometimes and wonder, who is this mouse-looking woman and how does she have a TV show? That was another example where the side characters were far more interesting than the main one.
Well. Hello there, old friend. Ecclesiarchus. I haven't seen you since our little argument on Salem Proctor.
Who is it?
You wouldn't know I'm treating
Oh yeah. Me and Kitty are from the 90s. We're from the 90s. We were from the 92s. We grew up with everything from that point on. So yeah, that might be before any of y'all guys' time, cause we up there. Custodes see themselves as the Emperor's perfect creations above Primarchs, Astartes, and humans, for they are the personal servants of the Emperor, and they are alone worthy of him. Oh, so like you said, they're tools. They're the jocks that thinks that only other jocks like them are capable of matching up to them, and they're the only ones worthy of the Emperor's attention.
You're like you did.
Is that a goat sitting on a chair?
I have every right, Decius. I'm a Lord Inquisitor for Terra's sake. If I suspect someone of heresy, I will take them away and torture them until they give me an answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy. That's a toilet, I think. I need to poo.
He saved his entire world. With his people, he led and reconquered his planet for the Emperor, defying the heathens who controlled it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet who lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheus in here. Anyone got some steak?
We outlawed steak last Tuesday, you...
How do you outlaw steak? Heresy. That's heresy. No, what your old dude is talking about heresy, and I'll take them away and torture them until I get an answer? No. Outlawing steaks? That is foul heresy. From the deepest recesses of chaos. How dare you outlaw steak? How dare you? Ugh.
Not right.
Jerry Springer, The Price is Right, Judge Judy shows were the home from school sick TV shows. Yeah, they were. Those were. Some of us grew up with seeing Judge Judy. Judge Judy growing up. And she somehow still looks the exact same pretty much like 30 years later. How long has she been on TV? She looks the exact same.
Really? After you had your fit about us executed, was the taint of chaos?
The Emperor would resurrect of the sheer force of rage if they outlaw steak. Look. We talk about outlawing steak. If they were to say, well, it's time for us to outlaw shrimp, or catfish, or salmon, or loaded chili cheese fries. If they said that, that would be the absolute height of heresy. Don't touch the catfish. Don't touch the loaded chili cheese fries. Well, actually, I can see steak being chaotic. Slanesh would only have the most perfect steak, the extremes of the best steak. I don't know how she outlived Jerry, if I'm being honest. I don't know how a lot of these people that many of us have grown up as children, seen on TV, they're still going. Maybe they're taking care of themselves, but it just like, it's amazing how some people are still here after all this time. I'm just saying. But back to this.
Not discovered amongst his followers.
We could have known if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos, Ecclesiarch. And that is why I have come here as the Inquisition's own representative.
My nostrils itch something fierce. Where's old Nosefinger?
It's on Tower Heads.
Family's talking to me about food.
Hey, you butt.
What's today?
What are you jabbering on about now? Why have you come here, Karamazov?
I and almost every other Inquisitor in the galaxy have received a message from Terra, telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus...
Not Cookout this time. It is Zaxby's with a double four-finger plate with double fries this time, because I'm going to be doing some work after I'm done with this session. We'll probably just do Season 1 of Text-to-Speech, so that way I can have time to eat my food and do everything else I got to do before I have to head out and help out at another location. But yeah, eating a big meal so that way I can burn some calories while I'm working and helping out as well. So we're getting Zaxby's today. Cookout will be later.
Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However, it's clear that the Emperor of Mankind himself wrote it. Is blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic, hiding somewhere here, on this very planet.
Being such a deluded fool, you do have a point.
Good. It seems like that habit of yours is at least allowing enough blood to flow from your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
And you can tell that these individuals are just so far gone with their ideologies and their mental thought processes concerning all of the Imperium, where they get a letter from the home of the Emperor himself and immediately think that it's someone trying to pose as the Emperor telling them to cease all operations, and their first thought is to find this person for acts of heresy of the highest degree, not knowing that it's actually the Emperor who sent all this. They are truly so far gone that the only option they have is to find this person and purge them. They don't even think about, like, well, what if it is the Emperor? Impossible. Bruh, you live in a world where the Emperor's psychic powers are allowing you to travel through space. But you want to but you think the Emperor sending this message is impossible, though? Okay.
So what is your purpose here exactly, Theodore? What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger.
You're gonna be surprised to know how many heretics living on Terra. I would not be surprised. It's always those closest to you that tend to have the most nefarious thoughts. It's always closest to home where the worst stuff happens. Always.
Right ahead before I replaced it with an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
Where did I put my toasters?
So, yeah, all in all, Tyranids from another galaxy and have come here for the sole purpose of eating everything that is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer. They are honestly pretty damn scary.
And what y'all have told me about Tyranids, literally, just the thought process. They are essentially an entire race of doomsdays from DC. For those of you who know your DC comics, then then you guys know that Doomsday is an individual, a being that essentially becomes essentially invulnerable to the last thing that kills him. So if you use bullets against him and he dies from that, the next time when he resurrects, because he will always come back, when he resurrects, he is now fully immune to bullets. Try to use a nuke to kill him? Okay, that kills him. He comes back, and now he's immune to nukes. Try to use laser vision to kill him? Okay, sure, that works. When he comes back, he's immune to laser vision. It is scary how it is essentially just an entire, almost boundless race of aliens that function like Doomsday. Whatever you use against them does not stick. It will slow, because even the viral bomb that you send at the beginning of the game in Space Marine 2, they literally say, like, this will not stop them, but at least it'll slow them down. It'll only momentarily do something to them until the rest of them start to become just completely immune to the very thing that was sent to kill him. The Emperor hated even the concept of God and religion. Oh yeah, he said that at the beginning. He said that at the beginning. Now, just so you know, as a Christian fella myself, born and raised in the church, I ain't looking at the Emperor like, oh, you're speaking heresy. You don't know about Jesus? You dare speak against Jesus? You ain't gonna see me get all bent up out of shape about it, because you would never think that you would hear like oh, he's a Christian and he plays Warhammer games and he likes to hear about the Emperor? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I can understand where he's coming from, though, because religion is too much work. It's too much work. I've seen it turn people into slaves with no thoughts of their own. It's scary. So I understand.
I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say there have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved?
Yes, indeed. The First, Second, and Third Tyrannic War. As I said, the most notable must have been the First Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy. They completely stripped the planet Terra of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during this war they destroyed the Ultramarines, devoured their entire first company, and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived. How in the name of Leman Ross's overinflated ego did that happen?
Well, yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macragge, but the 2 main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnius Calgar...
Papa Smurf?
Yeah. Papa Smurf and the Swarm, and the event that ended the battle in decisive Imperial victory. What the fuck is a Smurf anyway?
I can already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment. Tell me what happened.
Well, Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle of 2 independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong for him, resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible! The Ultramarines always triumph! Have at you, foul seed of scum!
You're missing your right arm and right leg! It's a flesh wound! I can still fight!
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another High Fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to Macragge. Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion of their already grievous losses, the Oligarch of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it. Wow. Continue with the story. It makes my bones rattle with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
Well, long story short, the theme picks up in Marnid Papa Smurf.
I like how he said that.
To battle over Macragge, but was led into a trap at the ring world of Sersky. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts. This is dumber than those oiled up fucking strippers I call companions.
The Emperor-class battleship Dominus Astra valiantly charged into the heart of Hive Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion. Victory at Sursky spells the defeat of Hive Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid at the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards.
I've turned my volume down in my earbuds because there were some loud moments, and I want to say the second to last episode we just watched, that absolutely livid loud moment, that was loud.
At the moment, correct?
It has to...
It's pretty backwards at the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
It has declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf, instead of just calling back his fleet to a more advantageous position in, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
This is getting me harder than Terminator armor!
I probably should mention time losses.
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
Oh my.
Anyway, avoiding the subject of the Ultramarines further, these Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating. How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony. Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off of this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord. The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
Fucking automaton. So anyway, these Tyranids come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships.
When you think about it, every Space Marine is a yes man for the Emperor. They never contradict or even go think against any empiric decree. And especially if the Emperor was speaking to them, they would never object. Because I feel like the ideology and just the how do you say totalitarianism? Did I say it? Totalitarianism? And just the whole, well, no, half of them are traitors. No. I mean specifically the ones that still serve the Imperium, not the ones that have fallen to chaos. I specifically mean the ones that are still a part of the Imperium. They just feel like I feel to me they would just be yes man if the Emperor, they would just, as soon as the Emperor, if he got up and started walking around and his body got restored, they'd be all like, whatever you say, we live to serve and do basically whatever you say. But that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about them. Mind you, just the Space Marines that still follow the Imperium, not the ones that have broken off and, are chaos imbued.
And chomp the fuck out.
Let's see, there are all Space Marine and loyal Space Marines can still be corrupted and turned. True. But I just mean the ones that, always proclaim the Emperor protects. Specifically those that scream that on a regular basis. There's a short story about the Emperor having a theological discussion with the last priest on Terra called the Last Church. Let's just say that the Emperor was proven wrong in the end. Ooh. I may have to read up on that. I may have to look into that. I don't know if I'm going to do a reaction to it. We'll see. Depends on how many likes this video gets. But, yeah. That'll definitely be something I look into. Most of them do still follow the Imperial truth from the Horus Heresy days. Ah, okay.
Out of everything they say, yes?
Correct, my lord.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry.
The Custodians and the Grey Knights are basically the only ones who are incorruptible. Normal Space Marines, while it is not normal, can fall traitor. The one truly unincorruptible is the Sisters of Battle. I've heard quite a few things about Sisters of Battle. We may need to have another session sometime where we just look into the Sisters of Battle. I would love to learn about them a little bit more.
And that they are countless in number. Right.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
I'm sorry, my lord, but bug spray? What is that?
Sorry, I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the Dark Age of Technology.
Well, my lord, if it's a biochemical weapon you're referring to,
Nuns with guns. And flamethrowers. So basically, the better version of the nuns from Hitman Absolution. I'm still surprised that Hitman Absolution was still a thing.
I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
That is quite a fucking pickle. Is there anything that works against them?
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins a target's organs from inside and out. It is used in Hellfire rounds, and it works fairly well against anything that's made up of flesh, but since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why have any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can with a constant stream of oxygen, promethium, and this Hellfire compound, and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranids organic fleet while still in space?
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Sigh. Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you Custodes to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
Fucking automaton.
This is literally every member of the Seven around Homelander.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
So we're talking about those sleepy soulless and skeletons now. Do tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, well, at least they aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I think.
Ah! Okay, so we got a list of names of all the people. Voice of the Custodes, Fyodor Karamazov, Ecclesiarch Decius, Master of the Administratum, Grand Provost Marshal, Lord Commander Militant of the Militarum, of the Astra Militarum, and Chapter Master Marneus Calgar, Mechanicus Fabricator General, and the extremely aroused Warpsmith, and voice of Cypher. Okay, cool. Look at all these people. 10 years ago, though. 10 years ago. Welcome back, Kitty. They did consider bug spray the virus bomb, and it's only going to be a matter of time before that doesn't work anymore. All right, onwards to the next one. Episode 9, Necrons!
Yes, this is definitely it. The Crimson Path, the center point of the Oriole subsector. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness.
Actually, gotta go. All right, Kitty. It was great having you here. It's always an honor and privilege for you gracing us with your presence. You get as much rest as you need or whatever it is you're doing, and we will see you in the next one.
Now I would act really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool. can't actually talk to anyone else.
This is literally me when I'm around people, but I am also excited. And then I get by myself, and then I just enjoy the satisfaction of like, ah! So, you know, I have those moments. I definitely have those moments. Sometimes it gets very difficult to hold back, and sometimes I just want to just go all out. But, you know, gotta contain myself for the people around me, you know. I understand it completely.
That I would be seriously fucked.
Seriously going to go through with this? Search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message?
No household shall be left unchecked, and no person shall go unquestioned.
Well, if you say so. It's not like you care much for your reputation anyway.
Wait. What are you old dusty butt cheeks doing now?
Fabricator General has malfunctioned. Self-destruct initiated.
Well, I hope you do realize that Terra is the most...
Dude's gone! He's just gone! It wasn't any part of this conversation, anything that's happened thus far, that did him in. It was him just trying to hold out the word Bachi and then died.
Densely populated, an overbuilt planet in the Imperium. It'll take decades to interrogate every single individual on this planet.
Do not doubt us. This is what we are the best at. We will scan the entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking illegal! Oh.
Illegal!
My colon just... Oh. I better know.
Big Goji Vander never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terra again.
All that radioactive power.
Dude just blew up and he's already back at his seat. Perfect timing, Hobbit. Welcome back, Fabricator General. He's literally just... I didn't notice, because I was looking at the other guy. I was looking at Discount Judge Dredd off to the side. And I was like, oh, this sounds really illegal. And everyone else was talking. And then I look over at the Fabricator General spot, and I just see him back, and I'm all like, huh?
Hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really damn hard, but I guess you don't realize, since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Well, your hat's lost a piece.
Shut it, you old trash bags!
Well, while I wait for your sphincter to calm itself, I shall start descending.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore. Not a single drop of blood shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspects, at least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
Yes, I am fully aware. You have my promise. Soldiers, the search has begun. But take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
Bruh found a loophole.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necrons still pose a major threat. Just because the Blood Angels teamed up with them at once doesn't mean they're the Imperium's allies or anything. Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a Custodes.
Alright, I forgot. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes! So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Tyranids together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone. Anyway, I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality, nor care for anything. What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terra, swat away the Tyranids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods, the Catan.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a soulless skeleton robot. That and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes. It reminds me of that hollow that I watched a few millennia back.
Now they're more like... well, their goal is still essentially the same, but now it has become apparent that the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces along...
Now the question is, which Terminator movie is the Emperor's favorite? Because if he says Dark Fate or Genesis, we cannot be friends at all.
...time ago, and the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been reported to have actual personalities and even feelings. Oh, and Briars apparently are not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to. They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
Well, how does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
It feels fantastic not being on the same impotent level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it in that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Ultramarines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Vostroyan Roulette, fourth-dimensional hypercube chess strip poker with me, Zinch, and Chego Rav in the webway a few millennia ago. Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
I've thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomica.
I'm the motherfucking Emperor. I'm allowed a day off once in a while. Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far I have to say that I'm not impressed. These Necrons do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to tell you that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Good luck with that.
You see, during year 912, the Necron lords of the two mod bosses got really mad because
It's Yu-Gi-Oh! If you were wondering. I was wondering, because that kind of confused me for a moment.
of another empire started to expand in its territory. In response to this, the Necron lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space vessel called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed its path. Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of Space Marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet was sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
All these forces attacked the World Engine at the same time, but apparently a very strong void shield was surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
So now, here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as the Astral Knights.
I never made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord. You wouldn't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the Battle Barge Tempestus, straight into the World Engine's void shield.
Fucking damn it. Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the World Engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside. The battle continued inside the world engine for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best, but not before their leader, armed to armor, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the Voyager was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well, slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the world engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanicus, while the battle barge Tempestus was salvaged and set up as a monument with an Imperial shrine in it, holding.
This is sounding nice so far. The Emperor is actually sounding pleased with this. I feel like there's gonna be a but somewhere.
Statues of the 772 astronauts that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the world engine.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the Astronauts now. They were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around. Nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Right. Whatever.
They're the best around. Nothing's gonna never keep them down. They're the best around.
Cyclonic torpedoes can destroy planets, by the way. Oh, joy! Joy. Torpedoes that can just straight up destroy planets. You know, you don't see that often in, like, media. Torpedoes and missiles that can just straight up destroy planets. You know, nuclear warheads that can take out a great portion of a nation. Yes. Planet-destroying lasers, that's one thing, but never giant torpedoes that can just straight up destroy an entire planet. Warhammer's great. It's great, because I love their weapons.
You say, my lord.
Also, on the previous subject matter, I have to say...
Gonna be taking off in a moment, got some stuff to do, and then I'm going to go help out in a stream where someone is modding Red Dead Redemption 2 to allow chat to voice NPCs. It's hilarious. Have a fantastic rest of the stream and enjoy the silliness. Well, thank you, Hobbit. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We will look forward to the next time you're around. Astral Knights were successor chapter of Imperial Fist. All nice guy. Yo, okay, nice.
That I kind of like that one Necron.
Only got one more episode after this, and that'll be season 1 of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device.
That's what I said, YouTube of fucking custard. Anyway, even if he is an alien fiend, I cannot deny that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his two world assaulants. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious. At some point... we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
I think I know a group of Space Marines capable of just that.
Do you now? Do tell.
Well...
Emperor's Holy Inquisition. Stop right there!
We are here to interrogate you with a certain message.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this?
Of course we are. Haven't you heard from the High Lords?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
The Pillar Man!
Look at that! Some unfashionable tramps running around harassing civilians here on Holy Terra. You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots!
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to do this?
Destinies? Aren't you supposed to stay in the Imperial Palace? Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for is what you Inquisitors are doing here, burning Terra and harassing its citizens.
We are here because the message is supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic. and we are going to find it.
Fools. The message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
He is the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place. So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You don't goof. That is impossible.
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive once more, we would know.
You heretics. The Custodes are heretics. Let's get back to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Fucking Groxas Inquisitors.
Wamu.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
Okay. On to the final episode of Season 1. And family is on the way with food, so by the time I finish this, they should be here. I should eat my food. And then I'll be heading out to do what I gotta do. Episode 10, Bold and Foolish. Hugh Jackman? Les Miserables. Oh no, are we about to have a Les Miserables section of this text-to-speech episode? What?
We see each other face, but no, because you live a different journey.
Before you say another word, your Evangelist, before you burn me like a heretic, listen to me. There is something I must do. This woman leaves behind a suffering child. There is none but me who can intercede. In the Emperor's name, 3 days are all I need. Then I'll return. I pledge my word. Then I'll return.
You must make me bad. I love with you across the years. Everything that you can never change. But this, such as you.
Damn it all. Not a single useful subject has been found yet. Don't they understand that sitting around here is incredibly boring? It's like being inside.
I honestly thought we were gonna get like a big, massive musical number, but apparently that's not the case.
Retirement home.
Hey, Fyodor, isn't it boring around here? Like, incredibly boring?
Be quiet, Dominic. That's what I just said.
No, that's what I just said. You know what would be fun? Letting me sit on your throne. I've always dreamed of being up on that throne and all the fun things I could do up there.
I said, quiet! Giving me a headache.
No, you be quiet. Can someone feed the goat so he quiets down? We're trying to do important High Lord things here.
Shut up, little Billy! Now, to the business at hand. What were we discussing? I think it was something relating to banning the breathing of air from anyone that is not us.
You're gonna kill everyone! Pardon me, I turned the fan off in my room so that way I can hear when my family gets home with the food. What do you mean, banning air from anyone that isn't us? You're gonna kill everyone else.
Air is one of the few natural resources left on Terra, and if all of the normals use it, it'll be not left for us.
Private time is only another reason to place your lungs with care.
Well, I'm not sure. My generals need to breathe as well to make commands. Whatever it is they are commanding again. And I don't think they can do that very well without air. Fucking slackers!
I usually seem to generate currents of air right before I have to poo.
Wait, isn't breathing important? I don't remember. I'm gonna lay down.
I should just go out there and find the heretic myself.
Fyodor, We have urgent news.
Oh hey, are you the guys I sent to buy my sandpaper cigarettes? I really need my fix of nicotine and throat lacerations. How else do you think I always sound so calm and sexy?
What is it that you want? Don't you three have some sewage to investigate?
We were confronted by 3 Custodes while interrogating some citizens.
Custodes? You're joking me, are you not? The Custodes never left the Imperial Palace.
They were right there, though. And the Custodes told us that the Emperor really is the one who sent the message.
In the name of 1,000 dead fucking heretics! Are you saying?
Kiss these are the heretics we are looking for.
Well, in that case, we're all walking straight into the Imperial Palace and taking those mutant exhibitionists with us!
That is not going to go well. Aren't the Custodes some of the strongest ones out there in the Imperium? Are they not? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they some of the most skilled and most powerful out there? And you think you just gonna roll up into the Imperial Palace? Where there's more than just the 3 you saw outside? Okay, let's see how this goes.
Hold your mega chairs for just a moment, Inquisitor. What do you think you are doing?
Not you.
Stop standing around there all silent and dead like an unplugged fucking Mechanicus out and tell me who these space marines are. This anticipation is for some reason killing me. Then again, I'm a decaying corpse, so that might also be a contributing factor.
Well, they are renowned.
Not some of the most. Yeah, they're the most powerful soldiers and space marines. The most powerful individuals in the Imperium. And you think your entire Inquisition is just going to roll up to the Imperial Palace, call them heretics, the most loyal of the Imperium to the Emperor. You're going to call them heretics and try and bring them down. Best of luck. Your funeral stone would be he tried.
To the Imperium for stealing a lot of relics from both other chapters and factions within the Imperium. It's not really known how they do it, or exactly why, but they have somehow managed to amass an astounding amount of orchid due to this.
So what are they called?
I believe they're called something. Actually, I don't remember.
Way to fucking go, dildo head. You just reached a whole new level of stupid, the disappointing kind of stupid. Come to think of it, did you say chapter? As in, only a singular chapter within an entire legion is good at this?
Oh, no, my lord, they are not part of a legion.
Why the fuck would there ever exist a single chapter outside of a legion?
Well, you see, 7 years after the Horus Heresy, an event took place known as the Second Founding.
The Second Founding? Oh man, this already sounds about as unnecessary as the Dark Eldar. Wasn't the appropriately named Only Founding good enough?
Actually, I think the name was changed to the First Founding after they came up with the second one.
Really? Wow.
Real quick, family just got here with food. Let me help bring that in. I'm going to eat some of it while we're watching this final episode, and I'll say my piece about this whole first season. Then I'll call it a session, because it's getting close to when I need to start working on another thing that I got to be doing. I'll be right back. Hold tight, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Let's continue with this final episode. Wait. No, it is not the final episode. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it is. It is. Sorry, I saw episode 11 and thought, wait, season 1 keeps going? But no. This is the season finale of episode 1. Let's keep going.
What in wasn't the appropriately named Only Founding good enough?
Actually, I think the name was changed to the first founding after they came up with the second one.
Really? Wow. What an unbelievable excess of stupid.
Anyway, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, Robert Gulliman.
My singular cybernetic, I just detected a large rise in ignorance and hubris in this room from the mere mention of that name.
Created the Codex Astartes, which is a set of rules and guidelines that nowadays is used by thousands of Space Marine chapters throughout the galaxy.
Thousands?
The Codex Astartes became the foundation for a second founding as Gulliman decreed that all legions still loyal were to be split up and organized into armies consisting of roughly 10 companies each. One of these chapters were to retain their parent legion's original name, symbol, and color scheme, while the others could basically go and do whatever they wanted with that.
So now we've got fucking Ultramarine babies spread out across the entire galaxy, all secluded from the rest of the Imperium to form their own beliefs, dogmas, and hatreds inspired by the original, which was already an enormous pile of stupid to begin with. Seriously, are you actively trying to make my life even more difficult?
Well...
In addition, this dumb book has split up the Imperium's mighty bulwark and made it into a rotten picket fence that even a small child could break down. What made you people think that this was a good idea?
But my lord, Gulliman's intentions were noble. He recognized that in order for something like the Horus Heresy to not ever be possible again, the massive marine armies should be separated and spread out.
And now the Xeno activity is more rampant throughout the galaxy than ever. Perhaps the girly man's head wasn't stuck so far up his buttocks, fervently kissing his own ass, he would have proofread his work before publishing it. For all we know right now, there could be hundreds of chapters out there pledging their allegiance to chaos, or perhaps even worse. And we have no fucking idea about it or a way to stop it, because all our defenses are so thinly spread. There could even be chapters consoling and accepting both Xenos and Chaos worshippers into the ranks. Maybe even chapters so fucking reclusive and historically inept that their mere existence sound like something out of a disgustingly horrible and shitty fanfiction.
Do you guys have the feeling we're being shit on really hard right now?
We're always being shat on.
You fish. Practice? You thought that you were going to win this poker game, but it was actually I, Fresh!
Fucking damn it, Guildsman. Speaking of which, did you tell them to cut his life support yet? It is very fucking important. Actually, when you've done that, make sure to bring that status field power adapter here. I might need that extra power to charge my data slate to play whatever new Battle Mace 42 million game is out, or whatever else might exist. Not Call of Duty, though. They seriously need to stop releasing those shitty fucking rehash games every year.
Right.
About that, I hear Black Ops 6 is actually pretty good, so... yeah.
My lord, I'll make sure not to forget it this time.
It's crazy how this was made 10 years ago, and that statement about Call of Duty was pretty much relevant until, like, last month. Because every other game that Call of Duty has made over the past 10 years, I want to say Cold War and World War II, and pretty much the Black Ops games have been the only really decent Call of Duty games. Modern Warfare 3, this stream lasted longer than that entire campaign.
Actually, come to think of it, are the Ultramarines somehow connected to...
Or was that the Modern Warfare 2? Was that Modern Warfare 2? I want to say it was Modern Warfare 2. I forget. That's how forgettable it was.
All bad things that has happened for the last 10,000 years. It feels like we keep bringing them up all the time.
Well, they have kind of become the poster boys of the Imperium, so can't really avoid mentioning them. Oh, speaking of which, I actually remember the name of that feeding chapter now.
Really? What is it then?
The name of the chapter is The Blood.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, little kitten. but we have something very important to inform you two about.
Oh shit, it's my eternal torment upon this throne made manifest again.
You see, we were outside the palace, traveling through the spires of Terra, when we noticed that everything was on fire.
Not in the usual sacred incense burning way either.
Yes, indeed. Apparently there are Inquisitors running amok all around the planet. They're looking for the one who sent that message demanding the disbanding of the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum.
So they have arrived.
Holy Imperatorvaries, really?
Really? I suggest we go to the High Lords immediately. Perhaps the Inquisitorial representative can be argued with.
If not, we can just, eat him or something.
There is no time to be lost. Let's go. I'm fucking down. Let's go. I'm fucking down.
Immediately thought he could jump like a Custodes.
I was foolish to believe you would hold a promise like this one. You are untrustworthy filth, not ever worthy of the Emperor's blessing.
I am the only one here worthy of the Emperor's blessing. I am the only one who's going to save him from his very own corrupted bodyguard.
You are not entering the palace, Theodore.
I would like to see you try and stop me.
I'll gladly show you. Guards!
Theodore, we're surrounded.
Be quiet, Dominic.
Well, here we are, Theodore. At long last, I can put you and your miserable little cult away, never to interfere with the Emperor's will again.
Foolish. Have you forgotten that my throne is a massive weapon arsenal?
Oh, shit! Hey, easy, Ark. We're gonna light you up. Like a sandpaper cigarette if I had one!
Oh, if you and the rest of Terra do not meet my demands, I will have this entire room and all of its inhabitants fall prey to my throne of judgment. It is too bad for you that this passing decree is still in effect, isn't it?
Theodore, you absolute ass.
Aw, don't feel too bad. At least my meltdown will fly away from this existence instead of splattering your blood across the floor. Because that was your primary concern, wasn't it? Now, I am going into that palace, and I alone will save the Emperor and the Imperium of Man!
Hold up! I honestly thought it was going to end with the Custodes landing. That's a cliffhanger. Okay. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have another session where I'm looking at Season 2. Let me see my final piece, and also keep my food nice and hot, so I can focus on eating. We'll save Season 2 for another session. But that was good. That was good. I was laughing. I was enjoying all the conversations. I really did enjoy that. That was actually quite nice. And you guys are Windows subject number 35, Paul, Nico, everyone who showed up. Thank you for keeping me informed about basically the world of Warhammer as we're going through this entire thing. It was incredibly fun to read through, well, listen to all of that. And the Emperor, I feel like the Emperor is all of us. Just in our common sense, with just pure common sense. So, yeah, this was actually a great viewing. I actually really, really liked this. But it's time to go ahead and call it a session so I can finish my food and do what I gotta do. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hobbit, for the super chat. I definitely do appreciate that. And everything else you guys have done for me and this channel as a whole. We will be reacting to more Warhammer stuff. And I can't wait because this was actually very, very good. I'm actually going to look into The Last Church. I don't know if I'm going to do a reaction to that. But like I said, it depends on how many likes this session gets. But we'll see. We'll see. If people really want it, then I'll react to it. But if not, then I'll just view it on my own time. But this was good. And I'm looking forward to the next time we get to react to If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. So to everyone here, all I can say is, hold on. Had to swallow that food. Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!